Lance, Whosyourmaster goes around in the weight for a sprint this weekend. How's he doing?
Yeah, no, Andrew and I are very happy with the progress he's made. After his last run at the Bay, he had 10 days off in the paddock, and he's come back pretty bouncy, and he always runs an honest race.
Okay, conditions of this race suit him down to the ground.
Well, it does, where he is in the handicaps, of course, under the weight for age scale, he does come in, really well, but, he's the sort of horse that, on his day, if he gets the right run, he's competitive in any sort of company.
Okay, he's impressed you with his training leading up to this?
He doesn't do a lot. All of his work he does is on his own, and he's a pretty laid-back sort of a track worker. He certainly doesn't break any track records out there early in the morning, but he's sound and he appears to be well.
Looks like a strong enough field. What are your expectations with him going into the race?
Well, I think with him, the one thing we know, he's always competitive. No matter how good the company is, he's always going to run a good race, but the field has come up particularly strong. There's a few in there that I didn't really want to see in there, to be honest, and so it's certainly no walk in the park. It's whoever wins it is going to be a deserved winner.
Okay, you go into the race two-handed as well with Fascination Street. I think we've seen her since her win on the track in listed company. How will she measure up?
Well, this is a big step up for her, from sort of weight for age fillies and mares to sort of, taking on all comers. This is a big step up. We would have preferred to have seen her in a handicap event, but just the way it is, with the way the races are structured, there's very, we're limited with opportunities with those open sprinters. But, she deserves to take a place, and Andrew and I think she'll run well. But, whether she's good enough to beat those, we're just not too sure.
She's got a great record though, hasn't she?
Look, she's ultra consistent. She always runs well, and on a few occasions where she sort of finished second or third, they possibly could have been wins, but there's sort of been her own undoing where she sort of gets to the front and thinks she's done enough. But certainly, on a day, she's very capable, and she's shown in the past she can perform well fresh.